Hey chickadee, welcome back to Healthy in a Wild World. I am your host, Bonnie. I am a gut health expert, herbal medicine specialist, and your personal translator when your stomach throws a nice little tantrum. Today's episode is for you if you've been busting your butt trying to eat clean but still feel bloated, gassy, puffy, or just off in some way, and you're wondering, what the fuck gives? Let's talk about these healthy foods that might secretly be wrecking your gut, especially the ones that get overused when people kick gluten and dairy to the curb. Now, think about this. You've ditched the bread, nixed the cereal, swapped your yogurt for almond milk and your snacks for almond flour protein balls, yet your pants are still feeling tight by 2 p.m. and your belly feels like it's auditioning for a hot air balloon festival. Sound familiar? You are not crazy. Almonds and their cousin coconut, they're two of the most overused bloating triggering foods I see in food logs and client labs. We're talking almond milk, almond flour, almond butter, almond crackers, almond snacks, protein bars with almonds. You get it? Now, these foods aren't bad. Please don't get me wrong. But when your gut is already inflamed or off balance, eating them constantly can turn your digestive system into this slow motion disaster, kind of like watching the slow-mo on a reel or on a movie. And almonds and coconuts aren't evil, but they are potent. They both contain phytic acid, a natural compound that binds minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron, which make them harder to absorb. That matters when your gut is already struggling with nutrient absorption. Say hello to chronic bloat, fatigue, diarrhea, constipation, and hormone imbalance. Now, there's also lectins, which are plant compounds that can irritate the gut lining, especially in sensitive and inflamed guts. For someone with leaky gut, IBS, or autoimmune conditions, that irritation can be like pouring salt in an open wound. And let's not forget, coconut is high in medium chain triglycerides, MCTs. It can be amazing in small doses. That's very healthy. But in excess, they stimulate bile release and digestive activity. They can trigger loose stools, cramping, gallbladder flare-ups, especially in people who aren't digesting fats properly. Now, almond flour is super dense and it's calorically rich. It's why it's one of the top replacements and alternatives. But it also means that cute little paleo muffin, it might hit your gut like a rock that just got dropped into the pit of your stomach and it's not going anywhere. Finally, when your gut is inflamed or your immune system's on the edge, the foods you eat every single day are the ones most likely to spark sensitivity. That daily scoop of almond butter or coconut yogurt, your body might just be saying, I can't process this anymore. And it's not about the almonds or the coconut. It's about the survival loop that we all can get stuck in. Clean up your diet, swap the bad stuff out, cling to safe food, overdo them, crash, rinse, repeat. I have seen it spiral over and over and over again. I have heard people say, I have given up dairy, gluten, eggs, beans, next thing. I don't know what else I can get rid of without eating only 3 foods for the rest of my life. And I'm feeling sick no matter what I eat. I'm exhausted just trying to figure it out and I don't want to get rid of another food. So what do? Do we jump from almond to coconut to sunflower seed butter to cassava to tiger nut? Rinse, repeat that? No. This hyper focus is really the root of the problem. It's not about what to eliminate next. The root issue is gut imbalance, it's nervous system dysregulation, and immune reactivity. They're all still running your show. It's like swapping out actors while the script stays the same. And here's what actually works. This is what I teach my clients inside of our programs, especially the 90-day mind and body reset. Very first thing is you need to identify what your gut needs to heal. And this usually isn't a random food intolerance. It's a combination of low stomach acid, enzyme depletion, microbiome imbalance, and hidden inflammation. The very top trick I can give you for that is to start a food log or start a log of some sort where you're writing down symptoms and what you're eating, including your poop. Do not eliminate the poop tracking, people. Next, you want to rotate your foods, especially the ones you rely on daily. Look at what you're eating day in, day out. Food diversity feeds microbial diversity. And when your meals look like a copy-paste job every single day, your gut gets stagnant, it's not stable, and your brain thinks it's in an unsafe state. It's looking for stability, it's looking for balance, and it's looking for the feeling of safety, which leads us to your nervous system. When you give your body TLC, you want to focus on your nervous system first, always, all right? Your stress levels change digestion, absorption, and your immune response, and you can't supplement your way out of that. We use herbs, we use mindset work, and subconscious tools to shift all of this at the root inside of our community and inside of our programs, because ultimately, if your nervous system does not get the TLC it needs, you can change everything else in your world world, it's not going to change anything permanently. It's going to be a nice little band-aid that just keeps falling off. And we want no band-aid. We want it fixed, right? So let's stop labeling food as good or bad, because even healthy food, it becomes harmful when it's eaten in fear, when it's eaten in excess, or when your gut's just not able to handle it. And for variety's sake, for your brain, for your microbiome, diversify with purpose, meaning you look at your food with intention. Your body thrives on rhythm, change, and responsive support. It's not about adding more, it's about listening better. Gut healing really isn't about what you eat. It's about how, when, and why you eat it. So diversifying your diet and including foods that you haven't had in a while, or foods that maybe you've never seen, and all of a sudden you see this food inside of a grocery store and you're like, oh, that looks pretty healthy. I should try that. Go into the organic section where they have the rare food. Just try something different once in a while. Something as simple as that makes a world of difference. And remember, the truth really is even healthy foods can backfire when your gut's inflamed, when your nervous system is fried, and your routine just is locked on autopilot. And here's why. Eating the same thing every day, especially high reactive foods like almonds or coconut, it actually increases your risk of food sensitivities long term. In the interim, healing your gut will actually reverse those food sensitivities. And when you pair that with high stress or unresolved trauma, your immune system, it starts to tag everything as a threat. It doesn't feel safe. Remember, safety is the key, right? So even your favorite wellness swap can become inflammatory if your gut lining is already compromised, if your detox pathways are overloaded, and your nervous system feels threatened. So I have a little homework for you guys. I want you to pick one food, just one. Don't go overboard. Don't do 20. Just one food, one whole food that you've been relying on every day, like almond milk, coconut yogurt, or perhaps the same protein bar. I want you to put it on pause for about 7 to 14 days. Pick a time frame, 7, 10, or 14 days. Pick one. Text me, tell me what that is, and I want you to pay attention and notice what shifts over your duration of time, whatever you've chosen. What happens to your bloat, your craving? What happens to your skin, your sleep, or your mood? Let's notice these things because they're all part of your feedback loop. And one small tiny shift might tell you more than any food log ever has or will. And I recognize that I asked you to do a food log in this podcast, but I'm telling you, one food out of your diet for 7, 10, or 14 days might give you a significant amount of feedback. It might just be that catalyst information that you need to take that next step. I don't work in restriction. This is about rotation. It's about making peace with food and with your body by listening, not obsessing, listening. And if you've been nodding along, but you're feeling a little unsure where to start, or you're just tired of second guessing every bite, and you're just like, you know what, I'm over it. Can someone else just tell me what to do, please? Well, that's not really possible because we need some insight from you. But if you want a little helping hand, come hang out with us in the Mind Body Reset Hub. We're not here to hand out food rules. We're here to help you tune in, to decode the chaos, and to rebuild trust with your body, and to make it easy. Majority of the time, if you're listening to this podcast, you've been through the ringer, and now you're just like, can you just make it easy? So that's what we do. The link is in the show notes. And if you do nothing else from this podcast, please remember this. Your gut is not broken. You just reached a point where you're finally decoding the truth. So go do your homework or come visit us in the community, and I will chat with y'all next week. Bye, guys.